We are individualists. We are determined to grow, build, and cultivate the life of our dreams. We like our way of living. Who are we? Number one in subcompact tractors, number one in compact excavators, and number one in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
Freeman's Lawn and Garden. Call us at 272-2198. Welcome everyone. We're out at the DuBois Porter Center here at the heart of Georgia Tech with elder right advocates. We are here with Evelyn Gay and Don Gay. Welcome to you both.
Thank you. Thank you,
Don.
Ron.
So good to have you. Thank you, sir, for coming. And such a good event. This is an event that takes place time and time again, right?
That's correct. This is a yearly event. Usually we hold this on the month of May to celebrate the Older Americans Act. And this is our 15th year having this Elder Rights Consumer University.
Wonderful. What is the Elder Act?
Okay, the Elder Rights, it's a program which mandated by the Older Americans Act, and it includes the Long-Term Care Ombudsman Program. It provides advocacy to family and patients at the long-term care facility settings, which includes personal care homes and nursing homes. It also includes the Elderly Legal Assistance Program that provides advocacy and civil representation, legal community education for individuals 60 years old and over. And then we have the Georgia Cares, the State Health Insurance Program, Senior Medicare Patrol, a program which provides and protect, report, and train seniors so that they would know how to identify, protect, report healthcare fraud. And then we have also the ADRC, the Aging Disability Resource Connection, and then we have the Adult Protective Services. So those are the Elder Rights Program, which provides advocacy to seniors 60 and above in the state of Georgia.
That's a lot of information to impart on everyone. In 15 years, I'm sure each year it's gotten better and better.
We actually have 350 seniors here at the DuBois, now Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and they come from 17 counties, from Lawrence all the way to Dodge, Johnson, Wheeler, Telfair, Toombs, Tatnall, Evans, and Candler. And so they were bused in and taken by the van, and this is also an event that we recognize volunteers, Georgia Cares volunteers who assist Medicare beneficiaries in navigating Medicare maze. And we also recognize our partner, the Concerted Services, which I will call later, and she is being honored as the Partner of the Year, and that is Miss Ophelia Gaines.
You're recognizing a lot of people for their work with seniors today, aren't you?
That's correct. Anybody, especially volunteers, who provided services to seniors, whether it's for nursing home advocacy, protecting them from elder abuse and exploitation, or navigating the transfer from nursing home facility to the community, and providing free elderly legal assistance.
And obviously a large portion of our society today, of our population, are seniors.
They are.
It's growing every day.
Growing every day, growing every day.
So what do you say to seniors out there who may be watching, or of course family members who have a senior in their family who may need some of these services? How do they gain more information other than this event?
So there are different ways that they could get access to our elder rights programs, and one of them, we have a senior issue. It's either printed in the newspaper, it's also aired on radio in Swainsboro, Toombs County, and also in Statesboro. And in June, we will start, TV 35 will start airing our senior issues. That is also on radios and also on print. And in addition to that, we have an 800 number that they can call if they seek services. And that number is 1-866 552-4464, option 4.
Okay, that's several ways to get in touch. And we look forward to working with you, being able to hear more issues for seniors, the elder care, because so many of us need to have answers to questions, or possibly don't even need know that they need a question answered, but if you present the information, a lot of times it brings that to light. Now we have
A partner with us, and I'm going to call on her.
Okay.
And so Ophelia Gaines is the Executive Director of Concerted Services. She is being honored today as the Partnership Awardee. They provide us with space, with access to their computers, so we can serve more. And so we are honored. We are honored to have with us the Partner of the Year 2016 awardee, our Chief Executive Director, the CEO of Concerted Services. And Ophelia, if you could share.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Olivia. All right, come on in. Thank you for all the work you do for seniors.
Well, I've been doing this job for 43 years. And Concerted Services is so delighted that they have selected us as a partner. And we have been doing and working with the Senior Citizen Centers. Well, I started in 1973. So I'm just about
You're just about a baby now.
I'm just about ready to retire now. But it's a joy. It really is. And Evelyn called and said, "Can you come?" I said, "Most definitely. Want to be a part of this." Because we're all going to be seniors one day.
That's right.
And our seniors are our precious possessions.
Yes,
so
they are.
Those of us who understand what it is, and their lives are difficult. Some of their lives are great. When you got the poor seniors, their lives are difficult. They don't have enough family income. They can't buy medication. So I think it's important that we support them in any way that we can.
So many years now you've been doing just that. And you've grown in your responsibilities, haven't you?
That's right.
When you first got involved, what were you doing then? And tell me about it.
Graduated from college at Albany State in 1973 with a degree in sociology. And I was an outreach worker. I was going to homes and I was actually working with seniors, helping them fill out Social Security. A lot of them didn't have education, couldn't read, and I would read the information and help them fill out. A lot of the blacks didn't even know about Social Security, and I talked to them about that. And then we acquired the nutrition program in 1977, where we pick them up on the van and bring them in. They get a meal, and we started teaching them about nutrition and those kind of things. So I've been in this work a long time.
You've helped a lot of people.
I have, and it's been a joy. Yeah. It's been a joy. I say this is really not a job. It's a mission field. And I have truly, truly spent my entire life reaching out, working in the communities in the Omaha area and now in the Southeast area, working with people because I grew up poor. I know what it feels like not to have enough income, I had aunts and I had uncles and grandfathers who just didn't have the family income. So I feel like God has blessed me. It's not a job, it's a mission field.
Yes, and God has blessed you to be able to continue to help people.
Yeah.
Right now, there are others out there who may take a word of advice from you now. So share and try to encourage others to become involved as you have.
Well, you just have to kind of assess yourself and decide, what am I going to give back? When God has given you so much and He's allowed you to be a part of this great work. If you're sitting at home and say, I don't have anything to do, you need to go down to a senior citizen center and volunteer. Have served meals, talk. If you have a gift, you can sing, you can play the piano. There's always something you can do. And I just encourage anybody who's saying, I don't know what to do, I'm retired, I don't know how to do it, come to the Senior Citizen Center. And I tell you what, you'll always see someone that's worse than you are, worse off than you are. And that will help you to understand we need to give back. And listen, the Bible doesn't ever say anything about retirement. Remember Moses? He called him at 80. So, we got to always be willing to help. I have spent my entire life helping folks, and I've never regretted 1 minute.
I can tell.
Never. I'm hoping that when I retire next year, I'll be 66 next year, and I want to go to the senior citizens and still continue to volunteer.
I know you will.
I will.
How do people get in touch with we've gotten a few different numbers to get in touch with, but if they would like to volunteer, if they would like to do something throughout our area, how do they contact?
The Senior Citizen Center, we're concerted services, private nonprofit community action agency, and we are the sponsors. You can call 912-557-6687 and ask for Diane Rogers or Patricia Kane, and tell them you want to know where the Senior Citizen Center is located in your county, and they'll point you in the right direction.
All right. Thank you again. God
You're
bless
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Nikki Michael. I'm a registered nurse with Integrity Hospice. I'm fairly new with this company, just for about under 2 months, but I have worked in hospice for several years. My favorite part of the work I do with these patients is the level of gratitude and thankfulness that I feel from the patients and their families, and the close personal connections that we all get to have with one another, whether it be a patient's family, the patient themselves, and the coworkers that we spend our time with every day. And at Integrity Hospice, we're here for you and your family 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Now we're back with Congressman Rick Allen. Many of you obviously recognize Congressman Allen. Thank you so much for what you do for us all, and especially here in our community, here in Dublin, Lawrence County, and the county surrounding us. We're here for a very worthwhile cause today, Congressman, to recognize people who volunteer so much time to our senior adults. So many people, when they reach that milestone in their lives, are really unprepared for it. And, we all strive to do better at this point in time, knowing what we know, but here we are with seniors who need and have to have so many volunteers to help them, and you're here today to recognize those people who give so much.
Right, and it's a great privilege to be here. It's a great privilege to serve this district. I tell you, my colleagues are very envious of the 12th District of Georgia in Washington. I can assure you we got a lot of great things going on, but we got great people. And, you know, and of course, you know, as life, there are seasons of life. And, you know, when we get to that final season, we need, you know, we need to make life as comfortable as possible. And, I mean, we need to take care of our folks, elderly folks. And, in fact, that's biblical. So, but it's a privilege to be here to talk, to give them an idea of what the United States Congress is doing on the behalf. Of course, we passed a bill and it became law to help with some of the funding of some of the to help some of the very agencies that I'm giving awards to here today. So, and they're very appreciative of that. And it's kind of, you know, we're doing our part.
Yes, and we appreciate it. We're glad you're here today.
Right.
We look forward to the recognition of our seniors.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We are indeed lucky during this Elder Rights Consumer University of 2016, our 15th, that we are being honored to have with us Congressman Rick Allen. Please help me welcome Congressman Rick Allen.
Thank you so much. It is so good to be here with you, and I'll tell you what, Chick-fil-A is one of my favorites, isn't that? Let's give it up for Chick-fil-A, folks. How about that? It's a great franchise, great family business, and I tell you, it's an extraordinary story. But I'm here to talk about seniors and not the business. To give you a little background on me, of course, I was born and raised in Columbia County, served in the business world there in that area of the state for the last 40 years, and kind of began a new season of life thinking I was going to go try to help something, and ended up running for Congress, and now I'm your congressman. So. And I'm one of you. I am a senior citizen, so you are well represented in the 12th District of Georgia. I can assure you that. But you know, a common theme in the Congress is fighting for the future of our children and grandchildren, because we want them to have the same opportunities in America that I've had and you have had. However, equally as important are proactive policies. We need to make sure that we are creating and sustaining an environment that America's seniors feel comfortable, safe, and confident in. As in biblical times, ancient biblical times, a Jewish couple felt like they were out of favor if they could not have children. Does anybody know why? The reason for that? Because in the Jewish tradition, the children took care of their parents. So, like I said, this goes back to biblical times, and I do believe in this that you don't let this. I believe in the instructions Joshua gave to his. God gave to Joshua. He said, "Do not let this book of law depart from your lips. Meditate on it morning and night. Be careful to do what it says, and you will be prosperous and successful." And of course, that is, I tell my colleagues are very envious of us and what we're doing here in the 12th District. And I said, you know, that's kind of the way we live down here in the 12th District, and I think that's why the good Lord's blessing us. But let me just cover a couple of the federal programs and kind of give you an update as much as I can here today with regard to those programs. Obviously, Social Security represents a promise that the federal government made to the American people back in 1935. And Congress has the responsibility to continue strengthening Social Security and Medicare for our retirees, new retirees, and also future retirees. Now, we do get some calls in our office about, okay, why did we not get a Social Security cost of living increase? That's probably, in our town halls meetings, and that's the number one call I get. And it's just simply a matter of the economy. The economy in this country in the last 8 years the growth has been, it's the least amount of economic growth we've experienced at any point in time in this country, other than the Great Depression. And so it's less than 2%, and as long as the economy is struggling, then obviously demand for products is less, and therefore there is no price increase pressure. But if we can get the economy growing, then we'll see that change. You know, while I do not support changes to Social Security that would harm our current seniors, we must work to make sure that it is sustainable for future generations. I look forward to working with my colleagues in the House and Senate to find the right balance to ensure Social Security is sustainable for generations to come. One of the pieces of legislation that we passed this last year, the Older Americans Reauthorization Act of 2016. Recently in March, in fact, Congress passed a bill to improve support for older Americans. As I'm sure you all know and hear, there's a lot of political gridlock in Washington. In fact, it says, "What are y'all doing for us up there?" But sometimes both parties come together and support good policy like the Older Americans Act reauthorization, which I was proud to support. This bill was the Older Americans Act was first enacted in 1965 and has sustained a number of social services and programs, including nutrition, family caregiving, community employment, and elder abuse prevention services such as agencies on aging and Meals on Wheels, to name just a few. In the 2016 reauthorization, which was signed into law on April 19, 2016, will extend this program through 2019 and will provide better protection for vulnerable elders, streamline programs, and improve program administration, promote the delivery of evidence-based programs, and improve nutritional services. I believe we should have policies in place that empower seniors and enable them to live a safe, healthy, fulfilling retirement in their golden years.
An important part of a retirement planning is taking proactive steps to have a strategy in place to ensure a comfortable and stress-free retirement. I serve on the Education and Workforce Committee. In addition to that, I serve on the Agricultural Committee. And I will tell you, a lot of our time is spent working on these nutritional programs and also on an educated workforce. I do want to tell you a quick story. I was in a third grade classroom, and I told them I was there and I was doing research on education and workforce for probably the largest reform that we've done to education in 25 years for our teachers. We got retired teachers here today. Any retired teachers? All right, let's give a hand for our retired teachers. But I'm in a third grade classroom, and I said, you know, I serve on the Education and Workforce Committee. That's why I'm here. I serve on another committee, and it's the largest industry in our district and in our state. What is it? And this little third grader raised his hand, and I said, what is it? He said, Walmart. I asked the speaker, I said, Speaker, I got a third grader, and it's right here in Lawrence County, that thinks that Walmart ought to be a committee of the United States Congress. And the speaker said, it's not going to happen. But we've all enjoyed Walmart, and I thought you would enjoy that story. But going back to the economy, again, one of the reasons that we're all dealing with shortage of funds in every area, not only of government, but even at home, is we have to remove the restrictions in the growth of this economy. Our conference had a strategic session back in January where we focused totally on growing jobs and growing the economy. And the reason I'm talking about this is this affects our seniors as much as anything. Because if we don't grow the economy, then the federal government doesn't have the resources to do what we need to do for our seniors, to do what we need to do for our military, to properly fund our military. And I saw one veteran came over and spoke to me. How many veterans we got out here today? Raise your hand. Let's give it up for our veterans. Thank you for your service. And that's another area that we have got to properly fund, and that's with the VA and taking proper care of our veterans and their health needs. But you know, there's no reason, and we had every expert in the country there, that this economy shouldn't be growing between 4 and 5%. If the economy grows at 4 or 5%, we create 10 million jobs. And we create 10 million jobs, we put 10 million people who are not working right now back to work. What that does immediately is it balances the budget, gives us approximately $200 billion surplus. It also gives us the opportunity to properly fund the programs that are so necessary to make sure that our seniors are safe, that they have proper nutrition, and are well taken care of. And that's the fight that I'm fighting. That's why I ran for the United States Congress, was I said, we can do better than this. Because I've lived, just 2 years ago, I lived in that economy that's growing at less than 2%. And so that's been my emphasis. And I will tell you, here in the 12th District of Georgia, in the last 3 months, I have participated in over 1,500 new job creation opportunities in this district. We're getting it done in the 12th District of Georgia. We just have to do that in the rest of this nation. And then we'll have the resources available to properly take care of our folks. As far as the things that I can talk to you about today, obviously you're going to learn about all the useful resources out there. I encourage you to look at those. There are a number of organizations that do tremendous service for you, and you'll hear about those today. Their websites give you a lot of information about budgets, how to live off a fixed income. And y'all, this is the first time in my life I've had to do that. Yeah. So it was new to me because I'd been in the business world all that time, and but now I'm pretty much in your shoes. But so you have to budget. Also, it's important to note that when planning for retirement, and I heard a question asked, but I think you had a speaker that came and talked to you about scams. I'm telling you, it is a serious, serious issue, not only for seniors, but for all of our businesses and industries in this country right now. In fact, you know, we do have in the 12th District of Georgia coming the cyber mission. And cyber is the new frontier in warfare. And you know, the website of the Department of Defense gets 1 million hits a day. So if you think you're getting scammed, you can't imagine what the Department of Defense is having to deal with. And that includes foreign adversaries, anywhere from a foreign adversary to some 5th grader sitting in a classroom somewhere. That'll tell you how dangerous it is, and the importance of being aware of those things that can happen to you. I have an office right here in Dublin that is happy to assist you with any questions that you might have. We provide support at the federal level. If you're experiencing any problems with Social Security, VA, or any other agencies, that's what our office is here to do for you. We've got the best constituent services in the United States Congress, and we plan to keep it that way. We've got an incredible staff, and we're there to serve you. And so please use that service. Please know that during my tenure in Congress, I will continue to keep the best interest of Georgia's seniors in mind. As always, it's great to visit with you. It's great to see you. You are a good-looking group out there, I tell you. And of course, like I said, yeah, let's give you a hand. You gave me one of the greatest privileges of my life in 2014, and that was to serve you in the United States Congress. Let's keep the communication lines open. Let us know your concerns, your needs, and we'll do our best to make sure that these latter years of your life are the best, and in this season of life is the best. Thank you very much.